Alistair, many thanks for coming on, and we're really sorry to keep you away from the action, but how is the atmosphere there at Lord's?
Look, I think it's been a fantastic start. I mean, I've just popped my head around and it looks a great crowd at the Yorkshire Bank final, as it should be. It's obviously a great day for the two sides, and yeah, I'm not sure who's going to win, but if I had to put my money on it, probably Notts will win, but I have a little soft spot for Glamorgan.
And a good chance for you to see how Stuart Broad and Graham Swan are getting on as they now start their build-up to the Ashes series in Australia as well.
Yeah, I know it's you know, obviously a big day for Notts, but obviously they're lucky enough to be able to call on Broady and Swanee. So yeah, it is a big day for the counties, and those two will be desperate to make an impact for them.
Of course, we wouldn't expect you to give anything away, but the Ashes squad is announced on Monday. It looks like a tough one to call for a lot of England fans, with guys like Ben Stokes and Boyd Ranking forcing their way into the thinking with performances in the ODI series. Is that the way you see it as well? Tough decisions to make?
Yeah, I think it's always tough decisions when you've got to produce a squad of 17. There's a lot of very good players in the English game at the moment. So yeah, the selectors are going to have their work cut out. It's a great situation to be in, that you'd much rather the competition for places. So yeah, there are some tough calls, and obviously not in the one-day tournament against, series against Australia. You know, a few of the bigger names are rested, and it gave different people an opportunity in England shirt. And you know, you mentioned those two, obviously Stokes and Rankin did very well in that, and it's great to see those kind of people taking their chance and putting their name in the hat for selection.
And whoever you take, are you confident that you've got all the parts necessary to win against Australia?
Yeah, I think we have to be confident. You know, we've just won our third Ashes series in a row. And I think that's a great achievement, and we've got the chance to win another one very quickly. It's a very tough place to go and play Australia. It's you know, it's an unforgiving sporting environment, and you have to be right at the top of your game if you want to compete and you want to win. And we know that. But as a side, we're ready for that challenge. Obviously, we're at the start of a bit of a break now for 4 weeks, and it's important that we use that rest well, because we know how long a tour that's going to be. But you know, a few of us have got some very fond memories of that tour, the last tour in Australia, knowing that we can win and play well out there. So we're going to have to draw on that. But I do feel as if we've got a squad good enough to win if we play well.
And what about yourself, Alistair? Of course, you scored a huge amount of runs in Brisbane and right across Australia in the last Ashes series. I suppose by your own extremely high standards, you probably would think you had a bit of a lean summer here in England. But are you confident that you can go there and repeat that form of 3 years ago?
Well, it would be nice to repeat it. Obviously, that's you know, the series like that don't come around very often in your career when you score a huge amount of runs. You know, it gives me a lot of belief and that I can go and do that. And it's nice when you turn up to grounds where you've had success in the past. So, you know, I can draw on that. Yeah, this summer was, you know, I would have loved to have scored more runs. You know, I didn't do in that Ashes series. So there's plenty for me to work on, and hopefully I can get back there scoring some runs.